guys, me host SuperSorrell. Thank you very much for tuning in. Today we're at Horicon, and I've got Mr. SuperSorrell with me and SuperSorrell Junior's here as well. We're at Horicon this weekend. We're going to look around and see what cool stuff there is to look at. Yeah. Well, that was a fun weekend. I am so tired. It's now Monday morning. I had to do the recording this morning as I fell asleep last night. I crashed out when we got back from Horicon. I was that tired. But look what I got. I got some stuff. So we did pick up some stuff from Horicon. I wanted to share with you guys everything that we picked up this weekend that's new for the channel, and show you guys everything that we grabbed from Mad About Horror and many other places. So first things first, I love this. I found this Tiffany while I was there from Chucky. This is the Universal Studios version. So this isn't a talking version or anything like that. It's a static one that came from Spirit Halloween on behalf of Universal Studios for Halloween Horror Nights. So I had to grab that. The only problem with her is that she doesn't really stand up. She's a bit of a pain in the ass to stand. So I'm still very tempted to pick up the talking one, and I don't know. I may review this one and move it on yet. I'm not 100% sure. But either way, I was really happy to find this. It's a Spirit Halloween exclusive. So, I mean, you don't find Spirit Halloween stuff in England very often. So, yeah, had to grab Tiffany. I'm a big fan of Chucky, as you guys know. I love Chucky. And my favourite movie from the Chucky franchise, which I know is sacrilege to a lot of people, but my favourite one will always be The Bride of Chucky. It's my favourite of the movies. I always love that film. And yeah, really glad to have this Tiffany in my collection so far. I just wish she would stand up. I might have to get a doll stand. That might help, actually, if I got like a stand to stand her on. Let's see how long you stand there in the window without falling over. So I'll record the rest of this video. If you hear a crash, Tiffany fell. Or she moved. So this was my vendor badge for the weekend. As you guys know, I was there I was there with Mrs. SuperSorrell, and we actually had our stand there and our stall. So I was selling off some horror toys while we were there. And yeah, this was the vendor badge. It's Dracula. I'm a big fan of Universal Monsters, so this was awesome. And don't forget to check out bleedingmarvelous.com. That was one of the sponsors for the events. And yeah, pop culture collectibles. Very cool vendor. As well, thank you to the lovely people at Horicon for having us there, completely free of charge for us to be able to do this video and for us to have some fun this weekend. So thank you very much. Most importantly, Horicon, thank you very much for that. I really appreciate it. And also, I just want to say as well, this is probably one of the most disabled-friendly events I've ever been to. They do have a lot of space between tables. Everyone's there is really friendly. It was a good environment. I've never had a bad experience at Horicon. And I'm not just saying that because I was there. I got let go for free. I've been going there for years. This is about my fourth year in a row visiting this event. And it's one of my favourites every year because of the fact that it's horror. I'm not a big fan of the bigger events down in Manchester way. I'm not interested in those. I like this one. Sheffield Horicon is always my favourite. They started doing Popcorn Con as well later in the year, which is a very similar event, and I always visit that as well now. That's like new on my calendar now, and I'm looking forward to it again this year. So thank you very much to the people at Horicon for having us. And you've put on another fantastic event, and it was a great show. And, of course, you have to check out madabouthorror.com. These guys were awesome, and that's where I got the rest of these stuff from. But Mad About Horror, it was really cool meeting these guys in person. I've been following them online for a lot of years, and I'm a big fan of their shop. I buy nearly all of my horror collectibles from Mad About Horror. So, and that isn't me just saying that for the event. I've spoke about this company so many times before. It's where I get all my cool horror stuff from. So, I had to go to them and check out these awesome collectibles. So, I got, as you guys know, a little while ago, I reviewed Captain Spaulding. And then the rest of the House of Thousand Corpses figures came out. So, whilst I was at the event, on day one, I picked up Baby Firefly and Otis. Because then in my head I was like, well, if I've got these two and Captain Spaulding, then I've got the Devil's Rejects. They're the kind of main ones from the franchise that you want. But then I was talking to the guys at Mad About Horror, and they were like, you do realise that there's a builder piece inside each one, and you can build tiny. Tiny Firefly on the back of the back of the box here is the Build-A-Figure for the franchise. So I was like, I kind of want Tiny. So then I went back on day 2 on Sunday and grabbed the Professor and Dr. Satan! Dr. Satan! So I got Dr. Satan as well. But then I saw this. The House of 1,000 Corpses box set. Now this is the playset, well, like a box set playset for the figures. And there's a little clasp on the side here to open and close it. And you basically keep all the figures inside of here. And then the final Build-A-Piece is in here for Tiny. So I had to grab it and finish off the collection and get the Tiny Bath figure built. But I'm happy to have this because this is going to hold all the figures inside as well. So a really cool idea. And completes the collection. Had to grab it. Had to grab it. Had to do it. Stay tuned. I will be doing full reviews of all those figures on the channel, including the playset. So hang fire. All these will get reviewed on the channel over the coming days. And then finally, my last thing to grab for the day. Because NECA seems to be taking so long with the Universal Monsters Bride of Frankenstein, I grabbed the Mego version, and I'm interested to see how this scales with the NECA Frankenstein. So stay tuned. Again, full reviews will be coming on the channel. So guys, what are your thoughts on this video? Did you enjoy the vlog? I hope you did. Gave you a look around what was at the convention. Showed you all the cool stuff I picked up. What was your favourite item that I grabbed? Let us know in the comments down below. Guys, thank you very much for watching. As always, I'm your host, SuperSorrell, and I'll see you in the next video. But until then, may the Force be with you. Bye!